Hi guys, Denise here from Stu's Art. It's so good to see you all. I'm telling you, I'm just, I'm one fail after another with these videos. I love you guys. Thank you for being patient with me, but my sound didn't come out again. So we're gonna get to this. We're gonna play with wax and an iron, and I'm using a combination of waxes, Encaustics that I've made myself, and in a box that I had prior to making my own, and there's a lot of my own in there. And again, that's got Dharma resin and beeswax and oil paints for color. Now see that piece of purple? I lost it. I can't find it. I was unable to use it because I don't know where it went after I showed it to you. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna throw this wax down. Now I am using photo paper. This is glossy photo paper. Let me get it out for you. Who makes it? I don't know. It's used with any inkjet printer, so it's photo paper for inkjet printers, and it's pretty cool. It's glossy, so I'm using the glossy side. I have part of the image taped down so that I can contour and play with it while I'm putting the wax on. So here I'm just loading the little iron with hot wax. This is an encaustic iron. It was gifted to me with a lot of other good stuff a couple of years ago, about a year ago, maybe a year and a half. And I'm just going to kind of build up a little bit of a sky here, and I'm not concerned about really how it goes on initially. It doesn't have to be perfect, because you'll see what we do. We're just gonna start rolling around and really enjoying the colors and stuff. So I'm applying wax. Now you could do this with crayons, guys. If you have crayons, do it with crayons. Just make sure you have a ventilated space, because crayon wax can be, is not a good thing to be breathing in. So yeah, this can be done with crayons, and if you want me to show you sometime, I got plenty of crayons. Okay, so here we go. I've got putting it on, and I'm realizing something really is not right. I'm pretty darn sure that I don't have it hot enough, and I know that now. But it didn't dawn on me at the time yet, but it will, and you'll see the big light bulb go off. So the reason why I'm playing with wax right now is because I'm finishing up that piece with the leaves, and I also made two other pieces, one on Yopo paper using a mixed media thing, and I'm trying to figure out my heat. You see me trying to turn the knob, and I realized it wasn't hot enough. Yeah, smacked myself on the forehead for that one. So yeah, I'm waiting on those pieces to dry because I've got plastic on them to create the textures. That's my brain going, we're waiting for the thing to heat up. And so we're going to do some finger puppeting here until my heater heats up. And there we go. There's a centipede. The centipede's head. And then I remembered, I think. So anyway, while you're watching me wait for the heater thing, I do have two pieces and two videos in the works, but they're going to take a week because I really I want to let that stuff, that plastic and the stuff dry, because if you pull it off too early, you lose all those wonderful marks that they leave, and I'm not interested in that. So all right, the iron is hot and ready to roll. You can see how everything just kind of melts right on there now, and it's less of a chore for me, and we're going to go ahead and finish this sky up. So you can make your sky anything you want. You can make your mountains anything you want. It's just a matter of how you apply pressure, and what you're doing, and practice. Have fun with it. Encaustic irons are really inexpensive, and don't go buy a tiny iron, because I did that, and they don't have a thermostat on them, and they just burn way too hot. You can't use them, so they're worthless. I've got one, don't do it. So I'm gonna start working on some some bottomsies. And I just kind of want to add just going for texture right now. Give me an idea what I want to do, because I never know what I want to do, and that's the most fun part about all this stuff, guys. Is you never know what you're gonna do till you're doing it, and that's the beauty of wax, is because it's melting and moving and forming, and it's a ton of fun. I love it. But again, I'm waiting, and then you see, if you don't like it, go over it. And that's what I did. I didn't like it, so I went over it. And it's not that I didn't like it, it's just it wasn't the direction that my brain was going in at the time, but my hand just wanted to keep on going. So I'm just going to start playing around with other colors, and I don't know, kind of really love the fractal type, the fractalization of this, the wax that you can get when you're playing with it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm messing around playing for those textures, and you know, it's a hit and miss thing, because at one point I realized that it was my thing was too hot, and I wasn't going to do that anyway. So what am I gonna do? Anyway, so like I said, you can do this with crayons, guys. I mean, I've got boxes and boxes of crayons, and so you see here how you can just go in there and start playing, because it's hot and it's wax, and you can just start making shit up. That's all you gotta do is just, what? Now that could have been a really cool canyon and all sorts of stuff, but no, I didn't go that way. That's just me. So I'm applying, I really should have applied all my stuff in front of the camera, but I'm going on the side, and I realized I was using the wrong side to put my wax on, because the color was, the side that I was using to paint wasn't where the color was, so I just decided I'm going to just drop this color down anyway, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. So I just threw that color in. And you can see this looks pretty darn cool. Just you know, coming out of the woods, no plan and no strategy, and who cares when you're doing art, right? It doesn't matter. It's like it starts forming itself right in front of you, and that is the beauty of what it is that you do. And you know, it's kind of cool for me now watching it happen, as opposed to when I was doing it, because you know, in my mind I'm thinking, oh my god, this is so much fun. And that's all you would have heard out of me is, oh wow, this is so much fun. But now that I'm watching how it just makes itself, you know, you just get in there and get grungy and start figuring out how to use that hot tool. What can that hot tool do for me? You know, what can it do? What can it create? What can it manifest if I do it this way or that way, or twist it and turn it and whatever. But anyway, that's what we got going on here, and I'm gonna apply more colors here, and we're gonna start building. I don't know. I like to call them. You know, guys, I'm always looking for that forest in my mind. So maybe we're just gonna go for a surreal forest or something. I don't know. I still don't know what it is when I look at it. It's pretty, is what I say, but I don't know. But you see how moving that iron around on the wax that's already down melts it and moves it out of the way, right? And so it creates shadows and contours, and it's just so much fun to do. Like I said, you can do this with crayons. If anybody wants to see me do this with crayons, just let me know. I will do this with crayons. So you know, if you got photo paper, which most people have nowadays, I mean, we could do this. And you don't even need photo paper, but I like it because I have tons of it, and it's old, so I'm using it up. But a lot of encaustic people will use, you know, heavy watercolor paper, cardboard, wood, wood. But you can use anything. You can do this with anything. So here I'm going bold, and I'm going to put in a fluorescent orange color, and I'm really glad I did that. And you'll see that at the end. Why I'm glad I did that, because it kind of adds like a je ne sais quoi, just a little point of something really different that throws your eye around the whole picture. The minute you look at the orange, you look at the whole picture, which is kind of cool. So I'm doing a technique of layering the colors. And you'll see when I go to put this down why I did that. So, you know, you can see how they come together beautifully, and one applies to the other, and you don't want to do too much, it can get muddy. But then again, you could always wipe it off. So, I mean, not like you can ink, but with heat you can remove. But I love the structures going up through there. They're kind of magical. They're nothing you would see in real life, and that's what makes it really fun for me, is to make something that your brain's just not used to looking at. So I'm playing around with some more colors and some background stuff, and there's going to be a point in time here when I realize that I'm just going to need another tool, but quite obviously it wasn't yet in this process because I haven't retrieved the other tool yet. But I'm having a blast, and I'm just going, oh, look at that. Oh, if I do that, it does this. And you just keep doing that, guys. You just explore, have fun. It's wax. I mean, it's wax. You can't hurt anybody. You want to listen to some music with me? Let's listen to music. So I'm still applying colors. And that's that deep green, and you're going to see how that really, really affected this image. It did a great job. I just got to put it out there. But I can't believe it still at this time I didn't know what I didn't know I needed another tool. So I'm creating a different foreground. I wanted to separate what I had going on in the back, you know, to kind of give it some depth. And that was a blast. And I wanted some more of that orange in there too. But I wanted to try to make stems out of it or something, like, or make it part of the foliage. So I'm applying it to the edge. That's right, and I finally used the right side. And now I can throw some of that color also into what's growing on around it. This is really starting to look like something that's a ton of fun, guys. You gotta do this. I mean, who knows? Who knows how long we're gonna be home? Who knows how long we're gonna be safe at home creating? Let's just create. Just do the art for art's sake. You don't have to make a museum piece. You don't have to be the best artist in the world. There is no such thing, I think, unless you're one of the masters, and I love the masters. Here I'm going to start, I thought, why don't I try carving, you know, just to see what that would do. And it does work. So I know that once I carve, I can actually put other stuff in there, you know, other color, and kind of work that little carved space. And so that worked out really, really nice. And we're coming to the end of this part of the video, and we're going to be transferring over to the other part, or the next stage of the video, where I'm going to show you another tool that you can use to put wax on a painting. Alright, see you soon! Hi guys, so now I realized I needed a new tool. And again, this was gifted. It's an Encaustic tool, but you know, you could you know the your soldering irons and shit like that, those little kits, they come with all that stuff. Your wood burning tools, they all have all that stuff, and there's all different shapes. And now that I just said that, I'm reminded I should pull those out, because they would fit on this Encaustic tool. So anyway, That'd be really hot, but it would work. I do have a soldering iron that has a temperature control on it. So there are different shapes you can use. You get a soldering iron with all those attachments and a control, you know, a heat control on it, and you could do this. I mean, and make all sorts of cool stuff. My brain's on fire now, but okay. So this tool allows me to put little tiny bits of color where I want it, and I'm going to bring it down because it's hard, you know, for you to see what I'm doing, but I'm kind of like detailing a little bit, you know. I'm just throwing color in, and I'm moving wax around to redefine the space that it's in, and you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't care. It's just so much fun. But this is wax, guys. I mean, you can't go wrong playing with wax because it's gonna look great no matter what you do. It doesn't matter. And I find that when you use the heat of that to melt the wax that's already there, you end up getting layers of really cool stuff. Like it overlaps, even though you didn't try. So we'll be back with the next one here in just a few. Alright guys, so I got you a little closer. I had to take a time out and go to the bathroom, just to be honest with you. So I got you a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing with adding color and stuff here. So like I said, you can do this with a soldering iron that has a temperature control on it. Put it on low, and you can use any attachment which is available, and or a wood burning tool, a cheap wood burning tool for like $7, which has all those same attachments. And now that I'm thinking of it, I'm gonna pull one out, and tomorrow, which is the last day of my 4-day vacation, and before I go back to work, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pull it out and utilize all those little tools, and it's probably going to be easier to use than this Encaustic thing, because it's bent at such an angle that you have to literally twist your wrist around. But okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm imparting color into the wax that's already in there. You know, I'm just pressing and pushing, pressing, and it's creating a really nice feather, like a feathering, a fractalization of the wax, which causes those that effect that you see down there. And so I'm going with more color, and I'm just trying to create something a little different than what I have up on top, which is, I really like it. It's phenomenal. It's a great piece. This was really fun to make, and you guys, you should do it. If you want me to do this with crayons, just let me know, because I will. I'll do, you know, you don't even have to ask me. I'm going to recreate this tomorrow with crayons. Not this, but we're just going to make something with crayons tomorrow. And yeah, that'll be fun. Just to show you that, you know, you can get yourself a big ass box of crayons, not a kid friendly show, and make art. And maybe we'll do it on a cardboard or something. I don't know, but we'll do it on photo paper. I mean, everybody's got photo paper, right? That's real cheap. You can get a box of 100 for nothing anymore. So we can do this. And I'm so excited. So we'll do this tomorrow. We'll do this again with crayons. And Crayola. Uh-oh, that's going to be the name of the video, Crayola. Because it's possible. I mean, why not? It's wax. I was using Crayolas in the beginning when I first learned about this art, because I couldn't afford Encaustic, and I didn't know how to make my own, and I still couldn't afford Encaustic, and I figured, well, if I'm just learning, why should I pay for expensive wax, you know? And why not just, of course I had a box of original Encaustic wax, but I didn't want to use it all up because it's so old and so old. You know, it's just a gift, and I didn't want to use up the whole gift. But I will use a soldering iron with all those attachments, because I have one that has a temperature control adjustment on it, and we'll do that with the crayons. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's right. It's coming around really nice, guys. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's really nice. It's like a fantasy foresty blah 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 blah. You know, it's whatever your mind wants it to be, and that's what I love about art, is when I make something that is so abstract that I can see something, you could see something, somebody else could see something, and somebody else could see something else, and it just goes on and on and on like that. I mean, that is art, for art's sake. So I'm trying to impart here some more colors and like a texture around the stuff closest to your eye, while still being able to separate and spread stuff around, which is so cool, because it looks like a bloom of orchids in the final piece, that part I just put down, which is a beautiful blood red, but it looks like orchids. Oh, here's where it becomes blood red. That's when I add the blood red color to it. It's a beautiful magenta, and so I'm dropping it down, and then I'm like kind of just, I don't know, ironing it out. Is that the word? So, I think I'm ironing it out. That's what I think I'm doing. But I realized it's time to do something else, and I can't now remember until I'm watching this just like y'all, so I'll figure it out here in a second. Oh, I was looking for something. There we go. It's time to try plastic. Yeah, that's right. Let's see if I add crinkled up plastic to the hot wax, and if I can get an effect. So that's what we're going to try here. And it actually worked. Oh, I'm just thinking to myself right now. I'm talking out loud. I'm thinking that corner there where I tested this out would have probably been better off not having that, because it kind of took away from the boldness of that spot. But that's all good. So yeah. Then you can take your hot little iron and just have at it. It's the most wonderful play on the face of the earth, guys. So here's where I decided to pat it down with the plastic, and it left a pretty good impression. I was impressed. It wasn't quite what I was working on, but I like it. It kind of did a little something natural looking in this face, and that's always a good thing. So as we come closer to the end of this video, my friends, I need to put some birds up in there. Yeah. So I got the black stick out now, and we're just, oh, I don't have you in the camera view. My bad. Okay, my bad. I'm making birdies. I don't remember if I get smart enough to move the camera up or not. Oh, for booger's sake. Oh, I do move the camera up here. Yeah, there we go. A little late. But there's the two birdies. They're so cute. They are so cute. We're done. This is it. The piece is done. I think it's a winner. I love you guys. I love you all so much. And there's nothing like like having you all here when I experiment, because it's so much fun to share, you know what I'm saying? And so now I'm going to peel this up, and I'm going to show you how you can polish it. I know it looks shiny, but guys, it gets much shinier. It really does. This is wax, and a lot of people use wax to do all sorts of stuff in life, like to make things shiny and polishy. So then you just take a paper towel. Look at that. It's just going to glow. Look at the shine already on there. Isn't that awesome? It's just so awesome. So you get it all done. It's all shiny. Look at that. It's got texture, and it's just full of stuff to look at, which is so cool, right? It's so cool. So get you some crayons, you know. Get in there. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid at all. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel, and for watching my videos. And I'm going to just say ciao bella.